Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So it's King Beezer's birthday. Well, at least in Thailand, it's his birthday. And Foodie Beauty decided to, of course, come online, do a live stream, and get some super chats. Well, that didn't work out for her well exactly because all throughout this 2 hour and 37-minute live stream, she only got, as one website states, three super chats totaling about 14 Canadian dollars, which is about 10 USD. That's not a lot for Foodie Beauty and King Beezer to survive on, especially when any other time she'd be getting, especially 2 years ago. Think about that. 2 years ago, at this point in time, Foodie Beauty could come on and get hundreds of dollars in super chats easily. Day after day after day, would people be telling her off or giving her advice, good or otherwise? People saying hello, but she could depend on a couple $100. It was around maybe 600, maybe four, five, $600 a day, every single day. Could you imagine that? But now, King Beezer's birthday, she comes on, she does a power stream, and what happens? She gets nothing. Well, not really nothing, but 10 US dollars isn't much, especially when she has a beachside condo to pay for, an SUV in Kuwait to pay for. She has to pay for her, her hotel, which is, I don't know, maybe a couple bucks. I think 18, 20, or $25, something like that. And she has to pay for her food, but not only her food, but the food of her man. She has to pay for everything that her man has, and she has to give her man some pocket money. Hey, it's his birthday after all. So what will she give him for his birthday on top of everything else? Who knows? Because it seems Nads was the one who got the best gifts. A $2,500 dollar tablet that he uses as a magnifying glass basically to read the chats. Still doing that. Not that I watch him, but here and there I might glimpse through a clip. And you know what? She's stuck. I said this in my last video. She's stuck. She's stuck in Thailand. She's not liking it. That's why she is doing these live streams most of all, because you can kind of pinpoint when she had enough is when the live stream started and the videos almost all stopped. She's doing them here and there, but she doesn't want to do that sort of stuff. That's not her. That's not her thing. Her thing is, hey, let's just go on a live stream, do nothing, and just get paid for it. Well, it was working back in, let's say, 2021 and 2022, but come 2023, it slowed down a lot now, didn't it? And now it's practically, not even a trickle. I would say more like a sweat, if you know what I mean. If you've seen anything sweat, where, at certain points you might get, not even like a dripping of a liquid out of a container, but it just sweats where it'll slowly pool and pool and pool around it. That's what I mean. What's in store for Foodie Beauty? Who knows? But as I keep saying, the only thing in life is change. The only constant in life is change. And we shall see what happens a year from now, because it's been a year since they've been together. And we shall see what happens in a year from now. All I gotta say is this didn't work out as planned. The trip is longer than planned. At least we know he's still there in Thailand with her, but even with him, he needs to be very careful of how long he stays out of Kuwait. But not only because of his own visa for Thailand, but there's a reason why some people, especially when they don't, have a secure how do you put it, title for a country, like let's say a permanent resident or a citizen, you don't really want to stay out of that country for too long, especially when you practically don't have any other options. What are your options? To go back to Syria? He doesn't want to do that. His family's in Kuwait, and if he gets locked out of Kuwait, then where the hell is he going to go? Well, he could have gone to Canada, or Foodie Beauty could have been paying on her taxes, making them current, up to date, and paid off. And she could have done that in a year, or tried to in a year, so that maybe in another year or two she could have her man in Canada. But has she started? Probably not. This is Foodie Beauty after all. I don't think she started. Could she have started? Oh, hell yeah, she could have started this whole process a year ago, instantly. She instantly decided to go to Kuwait for this man. So why didn't she instantly decide to bring him into Canada? Or maybe she doesn't want to bring him into Canada because then he can screw off on her. At least she wants to keep him in a country, an area where she can keep an eye on him. Remember those days when she kept on saying, hey, I video call him all the time, and then the whole phone tracker thing where she knows where he is. I'm like, is that even healthy? That's not even normal. Like, I know some couples do that, but what's the longevity of those relationships when you really think about it? Because the foundation of any relationship should be some sort of trust, right? And if you ain't trusting your partner, then how do you expect your relationship to last is all I am gonna say with this. How do you expect it to last? How do you expect things to be all groovy, funky, hunky-dory, whatever you want to call it? Because sooner or later, you're gonna move out of the honeymoon phase, and reality is gonna hit. And when that reality hits, that's the make it or break it period of time when you really truly know whether or not you're a good fit for your partner. So is she a good fit for Salah? Some people say so, some people say no, because she's paying for a guy who is the equivalent of a robot and who is the equivalent of Pete's, except he's taller and has more facial hair, as well as hair on the top of on the crown of his head, to be honest with you, yeah. But pretty much he's got another Pete's, not so talkative, but is that truly how he is? Maybe, who knows? But anyways, do I expect Salah to have a happy ending for his birthday? Probably. Is it going to be from Foodie Beauty? I don't know. Probably not. All I got to say is whatever happens, happens. All I know is that things are getting sour. I mean, the money is becoming less and less and less. There were days where she could pull 1,500, 2,000 people easily back in, the end of 2021. And early 2022, but that kind of stopped. Then it was at 1,000. Then after 1,000, she can barely pull 500. When is she gonna stop this? When it's at 250, or is she just gonna do something else? But we shall see. Hey, and I'll be here for it. So, tell me your thoughts on this whole entire situation. King Beezer's birthday was a bust, and how much longer do you expect them to be in Kuwait? And if Salah has to go back to, well, actually, how much longer do you expect them to be in Thailand? Because Salah has to go back to Kuwait. And if he goes back to Kuwait, what is going to happen? She still has to pay for those places. One person even mentioned they probably gave away their place. I don't know. I think that's just too much work for Foodie Beauty. Foodie Beauty strikes me as the type to keep up with the Joneses, keep her place no matter what, just like how she's keeping her car in Canada, even though she hasn't been there in how many months, but she's still paying on that vehicle. That's the type of person she is. So tell me your thoughts on this entire situation. How much longer is this relationship gonna last? Will it last October 2024, or will it be over soon? Who knows? Either way, whatever happens, I'll be here to comment and give my 2 cents, as I always say. So tell me your thoughts, and I will talk to you later. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.